Right now, we are in a euphoric state in Pokemon. You can't lose, really. For example, if you pre-order Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer boxes at $50 at retail, you've already doubled your money. They're selling for $100 and it's not even released yet. Like, you've already won. Obviously, that's on paper. If you do fees and stuff, it's a little bit less than that. But you've already won. You've already made money. And just with anything, even the older stuff like Sword and Shield stuff is going up now. Like, you in this market, you really can't lose, and it feels great. Like, I'm an evil investor. I like this stuff. I like that everything's going up. But I know in the back of my head that at some point, this whole phase we're in right now, where things are doubling before being released, it's gonna end at some point. It just is. Now, I don't think it's anytime soon. I think we at least have maybe a good year of this whole phase we're in right now. But at some point, this is gonna end. Now, when this ends, I don't think the drop off is going to be as extreme as 2020 or 2021 because this growth this time is natural. Like, the reason why Pokemon is doing extremely well right now is because of Pokemon. It's not because of something in the world going on, it's because of Pokemon. They're doing good things. So I feel like the drop off is going to be not as extreme, and I feel like with the mass amount of people being in Pokemon right now, I feel like in this whole when the hype phase things ends, I don't think as many people are going to drop off as people did in 2020, 2021. So I don't think it's going to be crazy drop off, like 2021. But there's gonna be a point where you can't just double your money at release. There's gonna be a point where this stops. And I've always thought about this, whenever this ends, whenever this hype phase thing ends, I don't know when it's gonna end. But when it does, I've thought about, what? I have all this product. I'm pretty heavily invested. Right? I have all these products. I think about it, I'm like, what is going to probably be the most affected when things drop off? And for my reasons, which I'm going to explain, I believe specialty sets are probably, if anything, is going to see the most drop-offs when this whole hype phase thing ends. Now, I'm a bit biased, though, because I'm not a fan of specialty sets. I mean, the only specialty set product I even have is 151 Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. That's literally it. And I pre-ordered some Prismatic Evolutions PC ETVs and surprise boxes from the Pokemon Center website. But other than that, I've never been a big fan of specialty sets. I think I just have a bad taste in my mouth from Sword and Shield, literally like every single specialty set being printed into the ground. And just, I feel like that's probably a reason why. I've just never been a big fan. And just them not having booster boxes, it's a big turnoff for me with space. And I just, something about specialty sets, I just never really liked them, no, regardless of how good the set being. But I've just come to the conclusion, just with my reasonings, that I feel like specialty sets are going to be hit the most, specialty sets. I feel like they're going to be the ones that are going to drop off the most. And I'm going to give you guys my reasonings. So yeah, I'm a bit biased. I understand because I don't really have much, but I want to give you guys my reason why I believe these are going to be things to probably go down the most in when this whole hype thing ends. So my first reason being is that I really feel like a big portion of people getting into Pokemon right now really like Pokemon and are mainly attracted to the specialty sets. For example, 151. 151 brought a lot of people back into Pokemon, right? I mean, when people leave, those new people that were buying all these 151 products, I mean, they're not going to be buying it anymore. Still, there's going to be people buying them, but just the mass amount of people getting to, Pokemon now that are buying them, they're going to be gone. Paldean Fates, the Bubble Mew. The Bubble Mew, at release wasn't crazy. It's crazy now because all the new people, but it wasn't crazy. Like, if you were here on the release of Paldean Fates, I was here. I bought Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes on the release of Paldean Fates. It was not crazy. Those Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes were selling for under MSRP on eBay. Like, they were. Like, I saw sales because it just wasn't popular. But it recently got popular because all the new people. We see Prismatic Evolutions now. It's the same thing. Like, a lot of new people are coming back because of EVs. Like, it feels like just a lot of the new people are getting the Pokemon and buying mainly specialty sets. So I just feel like when this whole hype thing ends, a lot of those people that are going to leave, I mean, they're not going to be buying these products anymore. So that's my main reasoning, is I just feel like a lot of this specialty set, thing right now is because of the new people. That's how I really feel. I know people might disagree, but that's just my opinion. And another thing about specialty sets is that specialty sets, to me, I feel like there's always been some sort of ceiling with these. Like, we've seen booster boxes in the past. Even Evolving Skies, 10x to $1,000. Team Up to like $3,000. Some other sets like Cosmic Eclipse that get over 1,000. Like, we've seen this. But something with specialty sets, not having booster boxes, not having that premium type of product. Yes, there's Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. But for me, it's really hard to imagine these Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes being $500, $1,000. Like, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes are a relatively new product, especially Scarlet and Violet having these stamp promos. I get it. But for me, I even thought about it myself. Like, I don't want to sell these exactly right now. I think there's, especially Pokemon Center Trainer boxes of 151. I think they're gonna keep going up here. But honestly, I've kind of rationalized things. I feel like at some point in this market, I'm probably gonna sell. And I know you guys are gonna call me a Timmy, all whatever, but you guys, it's already quadrupled in a year. And I feel like at some point it's gonna hit a ceiling. I can't really see this in like a year from now being five. Like, it could happen, but I can't see this being a $500 product. I feel like for it to double, like to 500, I'd rather put my money in something else because I feel like at that point, these Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, I feel like it's a really hard sell. I get it's 151, I get it. But it only having 11 packs, I know the promo's worth like, I don't know, 100, 150 bucks. But when this hype thing ends, I don't think many people are going to be buying 151 Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes like being 400 or 500 bucks. I can't think of a time where that's going to happen. Like, just honestly. So I've actually thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? At some point, I might just sell these during this whole strength of the market. And I don't think it's that bad of a play, considering that, I'm not going to sell exactly right now, but I've already quadrupled my money. And I find just a lot of these specialty products being so expensive, especially like 151. I feel like these are really, during whenever this hype thing ends, these are going to be affected the most. Because so many products are so expensive already. Like, when this phase ends in the strength, I don't know how many people are going to be willing to pay these super high prices for specialty products. That's not like a booster box. Like, there's going to be a market. They're going to probably continue to go up, but I just feel like when this thing ends, these are going to be affected the most. And I think, just specialty sets in general, I have this weird feeling that just they have a ceiling. Because we haven't seen, like, 151 is the only really specialty set that has done crazy things this fast. Because there's sets that in the past, like, for example, Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates was so stagnant for a long time, like recently it's just gone up, but it hit a ceiling of like 170 for like 2 years. And 151, I get it's a different set. I get it's better. But I just feel like I don't know what the ceiling is. Like, I think it's gonna still grow. But when this whole hype thing ends, I feel like it's just gonna stagnate at some point. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's just my opinion. I know this is a hot take, but there's so much strength. Everything has gone up crazy. Like, just even the normally trainer box is already double. Now, considering Hidden Fates, I mean, Hidden Fates is almost 6 years old, and Hidden Fates, yeah, it's a worse set, and those are now like low 200s. I think 151 can get to 200. Yeah. But if you consider the prices right now, like at 125 to hit 200, and you consider, the fees and everything, there's a reason why I'm not investing into sets like 151 at these prices. Like, if I can get them at retail or like the Blooming Waters collection box, sure. But there's a reason why I'm not investing into like specialty products or especially sets like 151 that are already this expensive, is because I don't know, it's unappealing to me. I just feel like these are really going to be hit the most. And everything in 151 across the board is just so expensive. Like, these you could get a few months ago for 90 bucks and now they're 250. I can't, like, I think there's going to be a ceiling with these, products. I just, I don't know if it's just me that feels this way about specialty sets, but I just feel like when this thing ends, these are going to be hit the most. And them just not being booster, just no, there's no booster boxes. It's super unappealing to me. And even with prismatic evolutions, the more we get closer to prismatic, I mean, I know at this point you guys just think I'm a huge hater of the set. I think it's a good set. But I mean, think about it, it's already the price of 151, and 151 is already a year old. So I just see just specialty sets just having a ceiling that just main sets like booster boxes just not having. And that's why I'm so much more bullish on main sets, is because main sets have booster boxes, and history has shown booster boxes to be extremely just extremely like good performers, and they're pretty liquid at high prices. And with specialty sets, we haven't seen anything crazy. Like, Shining Legends are like $300 an Elite Trainer box. I think that might be the most expensive one. But other than that, just seeing all these prices with these, I can't see them going to like 500, 600 in the next, like, obviously at some point, yeah, maybe it'll happen. But just, it's not that attractive to me. Like, just, especially prismatic at these prices. I know at this point I'm like a hater of prismatic as it seems. But just everything, it seems so expensive for a specialty set. I don't know if it's just me. But that's why I'm not investing into these prices. And you won't see me invest into these prices. If I can get an MSRP, sure, I'll buy them. But just specialty sets have just never been that appealing to me. So that's all I wanted to say today. I know maybe some of you guys might be surprised that this is a hot take video and I'm going to get a lot of dislikes like normal. But I don't know. I've never been a big fan of specialty sets, and that's why I don't have much. So So that's what I wanted to talk about, because I know we're just in a crazy state of Pokemon right now and everything's going amazing, but there will become a time where this is not the case, when things aren't going crazy. And I feel like when things end, I feel like specialty sets probably going to be hit the most, just in my opinion. So that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.